Celia, who's unfortunately is not able to be here with us today, but we have her co-authors presenting, Eva and Alice. All right.
Morning.
Yeah.
First, thank you for the opportunity. Thank you for having us. We're here from Brazil. We are today at University of Brasilia. My name is Ivan Sasha. I'm a postgraduate student, a master student at the design program here in Brasilia at the University of Brasilia.
Architecture and Urbanism in Universidade de Brasília.
And for our first slide, we need to bring some of our views about our project. Our project is actually an on-site project in the Amazon forest, mainly with the community of the Munduruku people of Bragança in the Pará state. And this on-site project brought us some new views. I know we are all very used to think about innovation, about entrepreneurship as solutions, and we are, as designers, we are always led by the solution-oriented way of thinking stuff. On site with the indigenous people, the people from the Amazon, the river people, the forest people, we actually thought about the design process as not only this solution-oriented process, but a listening and observing oriented process. Firstly, we had this experience of trying to make things our way in the Amazon. It never works.
Never.
Because we got to understand something about these people. First, they live here for millennia. They actually guarded the Amazon forest. You know today about the sustainability issues we have in the world. We are thinking about preservation, about solutions for our climate change problems, and etc. But those people always let them get in such a big state as we white people did it. So instead of going there and trying to teach, to impose projects, we went there to listen and to get their way, to learn about the way, to listen to the way, and maybe to propose some different approach about this solutionist thinking. The people from the Amazon actually know what they're doing about the forest. We caused most of the problems that are actually hitting them today. And instead of trying to bring our solutions, we try to listen to theirs. That's why we go on site with these people. And
they have technology for this. They study their lands for a few years, and it's about listening to these technologies and trying to apply in the cities and in the other ways.
Yeah, actually, it's completely the other way around of the normal thinking we have. Oh, now we go there from the city, we take technology to the Amazon, we bring them knowledge. It's actually the opposite. We learn from them. They know how to manage the forest. They know how to fix the problems we created.
And they know how to navigate in these big rivers that it's in Amazon with not big
with not big ships, not big logistical lines. They think of the forest not only as this green, marvelous thing, but they think about it as a system. It may sound somewhat mystical, somewhat spiritual, but trust me, it's not. It's more practical than you think. In the next slide, you can see that one of the things they always tell us is that we need healing because we are a profoundly sick people, a profoundly sick society. We think the people of the nature, the people of the forest should bend to our will and to our thought. And what we discovered is that the people from Amazon, people from the river, people from the forest actually have a completely different epistemology than that we have. It's completely the opposite. The forest, the animals, the trees, the river, the other people who live there, they are not apart from one another.
They all are a big family. It's almost another way of seeing ecology. It's the river, it's their grandfathers, the trees, it's their ancestors. It's everything's connected.
And again, it might sound something like a spiritual experience. Trust me, it's not. It's another way of
It's another,
seeing the world,
it's another cosmology.
another cosmology, and it has practical implications. What we can conclude from this, it was already 17 expeditions through 10 years of the Amazon project led by Professor Sally Matsunaga and Professor Marisa Mas. And what we could conclude researching is there are another way of thinking and dwelling in the world, dwelling in the forest. I know sometimes we Western white people, I know we're not representatives from these people, by the way. We're just researchers, students, very interested in this and part of the project. But what we can conclude is that instead of trying to teach them stuff, we need actually to look at their way of life and learn from them and try to bring it here. In the next slide, you're going to see that there are many ways of doing this. They ritualize stuff. They believe in as this big systemic family of the forest with its people, its rivers, and its everything. It's not just a way of thinking spiritually or mystically. It's a way of thinking the world as a complete system. And I think as designers, the best thing we have today with the Amazon people is not trying to teach them how to live or work their lives. We actually gotta listen. And I think listening is the main lesson we have in the Amazon project.
And we need to protect them because these knowledgement guardians and forest guardians and rivers guardians. And it's difficult because even in Brazil we have this problem of the society thinks they don't have knowledgement or technology, but they have, and they chose to live this way. They have access to our technology, but
Yeah.
they don't get it. Like, I don't need this. I know if I know my knowledge is from the forest. I don't need this.
The colonizer gaze usually takes these people as primitive. They couldn't be more wrong. It's quietly the opposite because they get our technologies. They know about them. They use them. They work with them. But we don't have their thought technologies about the forest, about watching the river, about looking at a tree and know if it's gonna be a good crop or not. They have much more than us. We are actually the primitive ones on this. They're very advanced people, and we have a lot to learn, more than teaching, of course. And that's what the project is about, translating this knowledge for us, because we white people, we urban people, Western people, we usually don't get it. We try to impose our vision. I think
But I think it's
All right. Thank you. This was beautiful. And so what I kind of like making a slight change as we are here is that we have another paper from the same team that was scheduled for the next session. But I think hearing this, I thought it'd be really nice to kind of, listen to that one also. And Gustavo was, cooperative and happy to do that. So I think let's go. And so it's going to take a minute for Suprita to load up that presentation, which is paper 21. And so we can, hear these two back to back and then move into our breakout discussions.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.